Hello everyone, I hope you are doing really well today. So I'm Cesar and I'm the Pilates instructor, and I'm just going to do a 40-minute Pilates class for you guys so you can do it at home. So we are going to start with our feet hip width apart. Soften the knees, shoulders are back and down, ribs tucked in, tummy pulled in. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to take the chin to the chest and roll down one vertebra at a time. Letting the arms hang, let the head hang, hold at the bottom, breathe in, and breathe out. Scoop the belly in as you roll back up. So you're imagining each vertebra going down one by one, giving the back a stretch, stretching out the back of the legs, breathing in. And as you breathe out, scoop the belly in, use your core muscles to roll back up. And again. If you have not done Pilates before, the core muscles are the tummy muscles. So your abs, and imagine you're wearing a corset and you're pulling that corset in, you're tightening it. The core muscles also involve the pelvic floor muscles. So imagine you need to pee, you're stopping yourself. And it also involves the diaphragm. So everything is done to an in and out breath. So you're activating the core. So if you think of it like a can, a tin of beans, the diaphragm is the top of the beans, top of the tin, pelvic floor the bottom, and your transverse abdominals are that go around the tin, and so you want everything to be working together to create a nice stable environment. Cool. So we are going to keep our feet here width apart. We are bringing the arms up, shoulders back and down, ribs tucked in, tummy in. You're breathing in. As you breathe out, you are going to rotate to the back, breathe in to center, and then other side, center. Keep the feet where they are, don't lift them. And make sure the shoulders stay down. Okay, one more each side. Good. We're gonna link the fingers, take the arms up, and you're stretching the arms up nice and high. Breathing in, you're going to bend to the side, hold it here, take nice deep breaths, feel the stretch as you do this. And then I want you to rotate that shoulder towards the ground, keep stretching, and then coming back up. So the stretch was all along the side and the back. Let's do the other side. So bending to the side. And twisting that shoulder towards the mat. Keep stretching those arms away. And then coming up, bring those arms down. Good, we are going to pedal the feet. Circle the shoulders back. And draw nice big circles with the arms. And then circle back the other way. And then do little shoulder rolls forwards. Good, and relax. We're going to come down onto all fours next. So your hands are under your shoulders, knees under the hips. You're breathing in. As you breathe out, you are rounding the spine, dropping the head and tailbone down. And then you're dropping the belly down, head and tailbone go up. And you're just stretching the spine in both directions, up and down. and then I want you to come to a flat back. So your lower back is flat, tummy is pulled in. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're taking opposite arm and leg out. Breathe in, back. As you extend, make sure the back doesn't arch, so you're not letting it dip. You're keeping it straight. And you're also keeping that pelvis level. So you're not lifting the hip up. So breathing out, breathing in. And really extend that arm and leg. Squeeze those tummy muscles in. If you want to make this easier, keep the hands down and do just the legs. We'll do one more each side. Good, and push back into shell stretch. And then we're going to come up and bring the legs round. So we are bending the legs. You can keep the feet all the way down. You can keep the toes lifted and keep the heels down. Depends what's comfortable for you. Both options are fine. Just make sure the heels stay down. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Arms are extended out. There's no tension in the arms or shoulders. You're not stretching forwards. Shoulders are back and down. Your arms are pretty relaxed. So what you're going to do is breathe in. As you breathe out, I want you to tilt that pelvis back. You're going to roll back a little bit. Breathe in and come back up. So you're breathing out, breathing in. So as you do this, you are squeezing your tummy muscles in, you're lifting your pelvic floor muscles. And you're using those core muscles to hold you as you do this. Breathing out, breathing in. If this is irritating your back, just do pelvic tilts and straighten up without going back. So you're just tilting and straightening. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Good. You can drop the knees, have a stretch forwards. Let the back just relax. Good. We are going to bring the body back up, the knees back up. We are going to do that again, but we are adding a little bit more. So you're breathing in. As you breathe out, you are going to tilt the pelvis, roll back, hold, using those core muscles. You're going to lift the arms down and up. If you go back, lift the arms up and your feet come off, you've gone too far back. So you're going back, squeeze those tummy muscles as you lift and lower and come back up. So your breathing can be breathing out up to here, breathe in down and up, or you can do it as a full breath sequence. So you're breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. So depending on how long your breath is. And if this is irritating the lower back, again, you don't need to drop back, just tilt that pelvis, squeeze the core muscles in as you lift and lower. You still feel those tummy muscles working. Okay, let's do a few more. Last one. Good. Drop those knees, have a stretch forwards. Good. So we are going to add a little bit more. So again, starting the same way, You're breathing in, breathe out, you're rolling back, squeeze those tummy muscles, hold this position, you're lifting the leg down and then other side, down and up. You are lifting the leg from the hip. You're not just lifting the foot. That's too easy. So I want you to make sure you go back, lift from the hip, lift from the hip and up. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can add the arms. Again, you're making sure that the other leg stays down. Both the legs don't lift at the same time. If this is irritating the back or maybe even the hips, keep them, tilt back, squeeze tummy muscles, do the lifts from here without rolling too far back. So breathing out. Squeeze those tummy muscles in. We're going to do 4 more. If you're adding the arms, you are here. Two more. Last one. And drop the knees to the side, stretch forwards. Good. The abs should be nice and warm. So we are going to lie all the way down. Feet are hip width apart. Head is down. Your chin is tucked in. So make sure your chin isn't pointing to the ceiling. The chin stays tucked down. Arms by your side. Your back is in neutral to start with, so you've got a gap in the lower back. Breathing in. As you breathe out, you're tilting the pelvis back so that it flattens. You're squeezing the glutes. You're squeezing in the tummy muscles, and you're going to peel your spine up into your shoulder bridge. Breathe in, hold, and then breathe out as you come back down. So tilting the pelvis back, squeezing glutes, squeezing the core muscles, lifting up. Really push those hips up. So you're squeezing the bum to push the hips, open up these hip flexors, and then coming back down. And as you lift, I want you to really imagine each vertebra peeling off the mat one by one. And the same when you come down. Each vertebra comes down one by one. As you lift, stretch your knees away from you. And as you come down, stretch that bum away from you. So you're lengthening the spine, you're stretching the spine out as you come down to make it longer. If you are now spending all day sitting, this is a really good stretch because the hip flexors get tight. If you sit a lot, your glutes get weak. So this is strengthening the glutes and stretching out those hip flexors. And this is really good if you get lower back issues. We're going to do one more, and I want you to hold it up. So you're squeezing the bum, you're lifting those hips, and we're going to do little pulses. So you're going to pulse the hips up to the ceiling. Squeeze the bum, feel them working. And then come back down. Ooh. Bring the knees in, have a stretch. Okay, we are again going to go up into our shoulder bridge, and we are going to do toe taps. So lifting up, squeezing those glutes, hips are lifted. I'm going to give you two options. The first option, which is the harder option, you're bringing one leg to tabletop, breathing in, you're going to breathe out, tap down, breathe in, up. You're moving the leg from the hip. You are not dipping the hips down as you do this. Hips stay lifted, you're tapping down and up. To make this easier, keep both feet down, do heel raises on the left side instead. So we're going to work the left side first. Okay, let's go for it. So going up into your shoulder bridge, squeeze those glutes, engage the core, take the left leg to tabletop, breathe in as you breathe out, tap down and up. And if you're doing heel raises, make sure the foot stays down and you are breathing out as you lift the heel, breathe in, down. One more. Good, place that foot down, lift those hips, take the right leg to tabletop. Breathe in, breathe out, tap down. Again, if you're doing heel raises, you're lifting the right heel. Keep squeezing the glutes. Bring the foot down, bring the body down, bring the knees in, have a stretch. Whew. Hopefully you felt the glutes kicking in there. Good, bringing the feet down. So keeping feet hip width apart, we are going to place the hands behind the head. We are going to do our ab prep with knee lift. So you're breathing in. You're making sure first that your back is in neutral. You're going to breathe in, pull your tummy muscles in, lift the pelvic floor, pelvis stays still, and you're going to lift the head and shoulders, bring the knee up and down, and then other side and down. So you are making sure that knee hovers above the hip, you're not bringing it all the way in. And you're keeping that pelvis as level as you can. So you're making sure you're not tilting the pelvis back. Really focus on squeezing those tummy muscles in, lifting the pelvic floor. One more. And then we're going to add a twist. So you're going to lift and twist towards the knee. Again, pelvis stays level. You're squeezing in tummy muscles as you twist to the side. Breathe out. One more each side. Good, and you can take the knees side to side, give the back a little stretch. Okay, so next we are going to imprint the spine. So you're tilting the pelvis back, flattening the lower back, bringing legs to tabletop, lifting the head and shoulders. We are doing single leg stretch. If your neck hurts, you can place the hands behind the head. If your neck is fine, you're going to keep the hands on the shins. So you're going to bring one knee in, extend the other leg out, and then you're swapping. So you're breathing out, breathing out. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can take the feet low. Hands behind the head, you're going into your crisscross. Keep squeezing those tummy muscles. Breathe out as you twist. Last one. And relax. You can bring the knees in, have a little stretch. Good. Okay, we are going to do the pendulum next. I'm going to give you 3 choices for this one. So head stays down, you can take the arms out. Option 1, your toes stay down but your heels are lifted. You're breathing in, dropping the legs to one side. You're going to breathe out, squeeze the core muscles to come to center. And then breathe in other side, breathe out to center. Option 2, tilt the pelvis back, imprint spine, legs to tabletop. You're breathing in, and then you're going to breathe out to center, breathing in, breathe out to center. Option 3 is straight legs, and again you're breathing into the side, breathe out to center, breathing in other side, breathe out to center. So you can do whichever option you want. Make sure you're not putting pressure on the back. Use the tummy muscles. Make sure as you go to the side, the opposite shoulder doesn't come off. So I'm going to do option 2 because I don't have space to do option 3. But you do whichever option feels right for you. So you're breathing in, breathe out, squeeze the core to center. Breathing in, and your arms are out to support you, but I want you to make sure you're not pushing the arms down to lift the legs back to center. You are using the core muscles. If it means you can't go as far to the side to be able to do it without using the arms, then I'd rather you did that, so that you're engaging the core muscles and making sure they are doing the work. One more each side. Last one. Okay, bring the knees in, have a stretch. Okay, we are going to do the double leg stretch next. So imprinting the spine, legs to tabletop, lifting the head and shoulders. We're going to place the hands behind the head. So you're breathing in. As you breathe out, you're keeping the legs together, back flat. You can extend the legs. The back stays flat. You're not letting it arch off the ground. When you let it arch, it puts unnecessary pressure on the back, and that's how you can end up hurting it. So I want you to make sure that back stays flat, tummy's pulled in. You're breathing out, breathing in. If you want to make this easier, legs to the ceiling. To make it harder, come down low. But make sure that back stays flat, tummy is strong. Breathing out, breathing in. Okay, we're going to do 2 more and then hold it out. Hold it out. Tummy is engaged. You're going to flex and point. Flex, point. Flex, point. Keep those muscles engaged. Keep breathing. One more. And relax. Bring those knees in, rock side to side. Whew. You should really have felt the abs working for that one. If you didn't feel it, then something wasn't quite right. Okay, we are going to do scissors next. So again, imprinting the spine, legs up to the ceiling, lifting head and shoulders. You're bringing one leg towards you, dropping the other one down for 2 out breaths. Keep this leg as straight as you can, holding either below the knee or above the knee. So you're going to go and swap. Keep squeezing those tummy muscles in. Get that stretch in the back of the leg. Last one. And relax. Good. Again, you can take those legs side to side. Give the back a stretch. And you can have a full stretch. Good. As we are here, we are going to do the roll up. So I'm going to give you options for this one. So your arms are extended out. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, I want you to pull in your core muscles. So imagine you're wearing a corset. So pull that corset in. Breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly peel yourself off the mat. Stretching forward, sitting up nice and tall, rolling back down one vertebra at a time. If you can't do that, bend the legs. You're gonna roll up, grab onto your thighs, pull yourself up. And you can either go back down with the arms out, or you can place the hands on the thighs and slowly lower yourself down. If you can't do that, then I want you to start extended, legs straight, breathing in. And as you breathe out, you're gonna come up as much as you can, really focusing on squeezing those tummy muscles. So you're breathing out, breathing in. Otherwise, you're doing the full roll up, stretching forwards, nice and tall, rolling back down. And I want you, as you do this, I want you to notice when you come up, are you coming up evenly or are you coming up slightly tilted to one side? And the same when you go down. Are you going down evenly with both sides, or is your body slightly tilting to one side? If you find that it is tilting to one side, really consciously engage the muscles evenly on both sides. And maybe the side that's doing less work, encourage it to do a bit more, so that you are evening out the body, so that both sides are equally as strong, equally as flexible. Okay, let's do one more. And rolling down. Good, and relax. Good. Okay, we are going to turn around, go onto our front next. So we are going to place the hands on top of each other, forehead down. You are relaxing the upper body. Feet are about hip width apart. You're breathing in. As you breathe out, you are engaging the core, engaging the glutes, and you're going to lift one leg and then lower it down. Lift the other side. So as you lift, you are making sure that the hip doesn't come off the mat. So your pelvis isn't lifting up. Your pelvis stays completely stable as you lift and lower the leg. And I want you to imagine that you are stretching the leg at the hip joint and you're stretching it back as you lift. And you're lifting as high as you can without that pelvis, without the hip lifting off the ground. So you can keep going with single legs. If you want to try a harder option, you can lift both legs together. So engaging the core, squeezing the glutes, breathing out, lifting both legs, and then breathing down. Breathing out, breathing in. So as you do this, I want you to make sure you are relaxing the upper body as much as you can. And you may feel the stretch on the hip flexors as you lift those legs. It's a really nice stretch. On last one. Good, and relax. You can come up, push back into shell stretch. Good. We're coming back onto our front. So bringing the arms to your side. You are breathing in. As you breathe out, I want you to pull in the waist, engage those core muscles. You are going to roll the shoulders back and down. As they go down, your chest lifts. Breathe in, down. So you're breathing out, breathing in. And really think about your shoulders and your arms stretching back as the crown of your head stretches forwards. So it's all about lengthening the spine. Make sure you're not pushing the belly out, you're pulling the belly in. If this is irritating the lower back, then what I want you to do is so you're not lifting the chest, you're stretching the arms and shoulders back, stretching the crown of the head forwards without really lifting. Just focus on extending the spine. Three more. Last one. Good, and again you can push back into shell stretch. Good. So we are going to come onto our front. Place our hands by our shoulders. You're breathing in. As you breathe out, I want you to push your hips into the mat as you stretch the crown of the head up to the ceiling. So you're pushing those hips down, crown of the head up, shoulders relaxed, and then breathe in, down. So you're breathing out, breathing in. As you come up, I want you to make sure you don't come up and lock the arms. Arms stay soft, shoulders stay down. One more. And down. Good. We are going to come up to sitting. We are going to do the saw next. The saw is a really nice stretch for the back of the legs, the glutes, and the back. So for the saw, your legs are nice and wide, legs are straight, and your spine is nice and straight. So you imagine there's a string pulling up from the crown of the head. If you find you can't keep the legs straight, or your back is kind of bending, I want you to sit on a pillow, or if you've got a yoga block, you can sit on that. If you don't, you can slightly bend the legs to help you keep a straight back while you do this. So, legs nice and wide, feet flexed. Imagine there's that string pulling up from the crown of the head, arms out to the side. Breathing in, engage those core muscles. Breathe out, rotate, come forward for 2 out breaths. And then breathe in, straighten up. And up. Make sure the shoulders are down. You are aiming for the little toe. And make sure this hand behind you isn't coming down. You're extending the arm back as you come forwards. Last one. Good. You can bring the feet together and just stretch forwards. It's a nice stretch for the back, that one. We are going to lie down. We are going to drop the legs to the left, head to the right, give the back a nice stretch. And then swapping sides. And then to center, place the left foot on the right thigh, keep that left knee open, bring the right thigh into the chest. This is giving a nice stretch to the glutes and the side of the leg. Breathe, relax into your stretch. And then swap sides. Good. And then we are going to come up. You can cross the legs, you can take the legs out in front, whichever's comfortable for you. Placing the left hand down, right arm up, bend to the side, keep the sitting bone down, feel the stretch down the side. Oh, I just realized I forgot to do planks. I was planning to add planks. You guys are lucky, I forgot. Good. And then we're going to take a nice deep breath in and breathing out. And again. And out. And last one. And out. And well done. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, let me know. Tag me in the comments. Yeah, and have fun with your Pilates.